We are deeply saddened to announce the passing of our beloved mother, grandmother, sister, and aunt, Mrs. Mary Monlouis, affectionately known as Envelia or Marboti of Olio, who passed away at the Dennery Hospital on Tuesday, October 16, 2018, at about 11:40 a.m. She was 82 years old. She was predeceased by her brother, George Claxton of Despair, and niece, Noella Edward of Olio. Left to mourn her husband, Festus Monlouis, better known as Botti, of Olio. 5 daughters, Martha Edward, Eugenia James, Annie Monlouis, also known as Noretta, Ember Monlouis, also known as Anzilla, all in Olio. Imelda Monlouis, also known as Sean, in Canada. 6 sons, John Edward, also known as Corpotut, Wire, or Transstar of Den Riviere, minibus driver of M920, and vice president of the Dennery Valley Minibus Association, Route 2B. Smedley Monlouis, also known as In Air, residing in St. Croix. Robinson Monlouis, also known as Urias or Arrow, in St. Martin. Elibot Monlouis, also known as Choa. Philip Monlouis, also known as Ked or Shotman. Francois Monlouis, also known as Blanc, all in Olio. 48 grandchildren, including Fenella and Sharelle James, Yanika and Keon Monlouis, Nikita and Alvinus Reginald, Sherman Edward, Shanta Edward, employee at Hobby, Kason Monlouis, also known as Smedley, Kellius Monlouis, Adisha Pilage, Uranius Pilage, also known as Yellow Man, Lenzi, Irad Dennis, Mernita and Kimran, all of Olio. Paul James, Ruben and Brianna Monlouis, Robencia Monlouis, all in St. Martin. Talisa and Chanel Joseph, both in Canada. Shanna Lawrence, Diane, Yandy Donovan, and Tessa Okuli, all in New York. Casey and Kimran, both in Tulare Sus. Ember, Junior, Cohen, Sancha, Stacy. Casey, Lencia, and Katisha, all in Martinique. Crystal and Mark, both in Den Riviere. Dakima of Deriso. Kervin in Gadet, Carla in Groselet. Dari and Darren Dennis, both in the USA. 49 great-grandchildren, including Troyan Timal, student at the Larry Seuss Daycare. Ernabel Bennett, student at Tiny Learners Preschool. Shatalia Marshall and Ermaine Bennett, both attending Olio Combined School. Shanique Bennett and Terdisha Pilage, both attending Clendon Mason Memorial Secondary School. Wenisha Cox, student of Olio Combined. Shaquan Clifford, Alicia Reginald, and Aaliyah Reginald, all of Olio. Danisha Fenelon and Junior James, both in New York. Katrina in England. Sheridan, Lovely, Clara, Mateo, Sasha, Katasha, Magora, Dimitri, Diana, Dylan, Mikael, Julia, Kimani, and Helena, all in Martinique. Davia and Antoine, both in the USA. Camille Alexander of Barbano, Kilian Frederick in Bagatelle, Kelvin Emmanuel in Grand Riviere, Serena, Miransha, Yaza, and Justin, all in Den Riviere. Two sisters, Audrina Morcherie and family of Olio, Estella and family in Gara. One brother, Abraham Edward, also known as Defoe, and family of Olio. 36 nieces, including Kenifa Morcherie, Anicia Edward, Samantha Edward and family, Jane Henville and family, Victoria Henville and family, Sumatra Dolor and family, Sophia and family, Eileen and family, and Marcella Wells and family, all in Olio. Dorin and family, Tilda and family, Gregora Estefan and family, and Imelda Henville and family, all in Martinique. Mary and family, Victoria and family, Joycelyn and family, and Donna and family, all in England. Eugenia Edward and family in Canada. Elsa Garrett and family in Barbados. Priscilla George and family, and Ia and family, both in Bardini. Usala St. Ange and family in Castries. Delitha Degazor and family in Bexor. Sabina John and family, Prisca John and family, both in Sarat. Rosemary de Turville and family in Richford. 29 nephews, including Wilcliffe and family in England, Kenville Edward, also known as Frenchie, in New York, Zacchaeus Edward and family, and Lena St. Ange and family, both in Martinique. Murphy Edward and family in Moshi, Stanfield Edward and family, Rocky and family, Zal and family, Evans and family, Elton Henville and family, Jules Edward, who was also her godchild, and his family, Raphael St. Ange and family, Michael and family, Menville Lawrence and family, and Hermas St. Ange and family, all of Olio, Mikey of Olio, Ido and family, Dillington Richard and family, both in Bexor, Elias Henville and family, Anselm John and family, both in Sarat, Canis Edward and family in Denry, Pius in St. Martin and family, sons-in-law Dodo James and Desmond Joseph, both in St. Croix, Martin Clovis in Canada, John Joseph of Olio, daughters-in-law Agneta Monlouis, better known as Was of Olio, Beverly Monlouis in St. Croix, Gracelyn Monlouis in St. Martin, Jacqueline Joseph in Martinique, Virginia of Gadet, Merlin in Lacaille, grandsons-in-law, Tamentas Timal in St. Martin, Anelius Bennett and Petrus Marshall, both in Olio. Granddaughters-in-law, Tasty James in St. Martin, Luzette John of Olio, Luvisca in Tila Rissus, Thea Leo in Grand Riviere Groselet, one brother-in-law, Kenny Morcherie of Olio, sisters-in-law, Bamulia Edward, also known as Nan, of Olio, Rosalind Monlouis, also known as Yvette, of Olio, many cousins including Josie James and family, Vianna James and family, both of Olio, goddaughter Marcelin in Canada. Her neighbors: Francisca Xavier and family, Rona Marshall and family, Eunisha Marshall and family, Claudius Marcel and family, Mandy and family. Best friends: Climo in Olean, Rasta Girl in Belmont, Deborah St. Rose of Cicero, Rufa, Joseph, and Mababoy, both in La Clery, Headley, Vieira, YY, Elmora, and Ira, all of Olean, Amber Leos, Frances Rubb, also left to mourn, Sixtus Bernard and family, children of deceased brother Reginald Henville of Sarat, the James family of Richford, Paulius family of Olean, Claxton family of Olean, Despe and Lacaille, Henville family of Olean and Sarat, the Monlouis family of Olean and Despe, Villino family of Olean, the Turville family of Richford, the Arnold family of Olean and Despe, the Antoine and Matre families of Olean and abroad, the vendors at the Castries Market, the entire Olean community, many other relatives and friends too numerous to mention. The funeral service in thanksgiving for the life of Mrs. Mary Monlouis, affectionately known as Envilia or Maboti, will be held at the St. Michael's Roman Catholic Church at Larry Sue's Dennery on Saturday, November 10th, 2018 at 2:30 p.m., and then her body will be laid to rest at the Larry Sue Cemetery. Her body now lies at Rambali's Funeral Parlour, Calvary Road, Castries.